2018, and here goes Whitaker again in the field. Taken down inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. As we'll take another look at some of Bryce Whitaker's wheels on a first down run.
That's quarterback lead right there. I mean, he's going in there. He's letting all the guys put a hat on a hat. And, you know, once they the rest is on the whip, man.
And there you see one of the reserves that may have saved a touchdown for Southside in Griffin Frazier. And we'll have a stoppage in play. 5:58 to go, a Heat timeout. And we'll take the timeout with them here on the FNN High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by the...
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Danny Shears, Carolyn Henderson, Terry Howell, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at Calhoun County. You'll be glad you did.
The city of Southside brings us tonight's FNN High School Football Game of the Week, led by Mayor Dana Snyder. A big thanks for all of you for joining us wherever you're watching us from tonight. And don't forget to download that FNN, or whether it's your iPhone or your Android. You can find us as far as the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Just type in the search column FNN Network, and you should be able to find us right at the top of those search locations. That is the FNN. You can, including as far as looking up schedules, you can also watch us as far as our Friday night games, or in this case Thursday night, and our Tuesday night FNN Coaches Show. There's the give hail. Bottled up right at the bench. Here you see the city of Southside. Also, a big thanks to them for presenting our game tonight here on FNN. We'll make the trip down Highway 77, and at least I will after get back home tonight, but the rest of us will be down Highway 77 tomorrow for Lincoln and Munford. So this drive started about their own 6 for Oaks Bluff after turning over Southside on downs. And they're more than halfway to just running out the rest of this fourth quarter. Here's the counter give hail. Not modest yardage, I should say, to about the 36, maybe the 35-yard line. But exactly what Coach Rob wants, Eddie, just bleed this clock as they've kept it on the ground, and they've driven the football from about the Southside 35-yard line.
Well, that's all you want to do. I mean, hey, the clock is your ally right now. You want to do is run the clock down. I snap the ball probably at about 3 seconds, and, hey, keep it moving.
I tell you what, Coach Rob and his players also, they have managed this game brilliantly so far tonight, especially ever since quarter. Had an well-executed late-scoring drive in the second quarter as the quick hitter up the middle as Ward, the fullback, spun around and dropped for maybe about a couple. Under 4 minutes to go. Bryce Whitaker, 4 touchdowns tonight. Also, Jamel Boyd had a first-half touchdown for Southside, but Southside had 2 red zone drives here in the second half that they failed to cash in on. And so right now, it's going to look like a very convincing Oaks Bluff victory here in about 3.5 minutes.
I want to punt it right here. You know, you're so close. What you want to do is if you get another first down, you know, try to pull them off sides.
Play clock down to 9. And looks as if the coach Mike Robertson wants to use one of his remaining couple of timeouts and does so. And we'll take the timeout with him with 3:19 left until we get to the Bluff on top by 3 scores.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Danny Shears, Carolyn Henderson, Terry Howell, and Lee Patterson asks you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at Calhoun County. You'll be glad you did.
Fourth quarter, late fourth quarter, in fact, as Pokes Bluff on about a 5-minute or so, 6-minute drives that started at their own 6-yard line, exclusively on the ground, up 28-7, as the city of Southside presents our game of the week tonight.
Well, and that's one of the if you're losing a game like this, that's one of the downsides of it is that clock keeps running unless you got time out.
And right now, Pokes Bluff, they're 5 yards away from an iCare Alabama first down on 4th down and 5. The give, Hale needs to get to the 28, and he might have gotten there. Depends the type of spot he gets, but I think Bluff is going to keep the football.
Yeah, it looks like the way the side judge is marking it, looked like he got there.
And there you see a great look at that football. And Pokes Bluff says it's a first down. Does Paul Coggins, though, say it's a first down? They'll go ahead and bring in the chain gang from the far side of the field. Thankfully, not a long run for the chain gang, as that football they'll spot right around the far, between the far numbers and the far hash mark.
Well, it depends on right here whether you get a heel or a toe spot. If you get the heel, you get the toe, you got a first down.
There's the stretch of the chains, and indeed a Pokes Bluff iCare Alabama first down.
He got the toe spot.
I'll tell you what, Paul Coggins, from the time we saw him at the coin toss, has done an outstanding job so far tonight, along with his AHS initiating crew.
Well, that may have sealed it right there.
I'll tell you what, with just one Southside timeout,